Okay, so today, while it's still in the 90s and not going to 100 yet, I'm out here with my Force RC mud wrecker with a buggy chassis. Yeah, just get it out here on a decent day. Yeah, I mean, I built this thing 3 years ago, and it has seen the most brutal weather I can give it. Mud, rain, snow. I have not had this thing out on a decent day that didn't involve all that mess in 3 years, yeah, since I put it together, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah, I might as well go on and get this out of the way. Yeah, so this thing is pretty much a mashup of different parts. I have absolutely no idea what this thing can take, but I've been finding more and more parts that can actually be used for the damn thing, like parts from different types of Habal models, and even ZD Racing stuff fits in this thing. Yeah, I got a ZD Racing center diff in it, and center diff is the one that is adjustable. Yeah, that means that this thing could actually take the ZD07 aluminum center diff. Yeah, right now he has the plastic one, and I ordered the aluminum one. Who knows when it'll get here, but whenever it does, I'll put it in there too. So this is literally one of the cheapest RCs I own. Tell you the truth. I mean, when I put this thing together, I just threw in an old armor system that I had lying around. But yeah, I got it as a roller for the Force RC mud wrecker, and that roller cost me about 120 bucks. Yeah, 120 bucks. And pretty much it has mostly everything from that roller except for the except for that rear drive train. I mean, rear drive dog bone, and a few other things I put on this. But yeah, as you can see, it has the backflip LPs on it, and a ridiculous tower to tower brace. Okay, I got the Kraton wing on there, armor wheelie bar, well, at least the wheels. I made the wheelie bar myself, and the bumper off the Kaiju, along with some bumper parts I made to put it on there. But yeah, this truck in its own actually does have several weaknesses, but those weaknesses are also its complete strengths too. The arms are absolute cello. I mean, they're as close to nylon ABS as they can possibly get. There is no fiber in these arms whatsoever, none, nil. And yeah, that means that they can't break. But as you can see, they don't have any strength whatsoever, and that translated down to the hubs too. And the hubs on this truck, at least the fronts, was an absolute joke, straight up joke. So what I did is that I looked at some armor hubs that might have fit, might not. They look like they have the same geometry set up, the ones from the Typhon. Yeah, the short hubs. So I threw those on here now, along with the short axles. Yeah, they fit right on the CVDs, and they were 100% bolt on. I'm like, oh my god. So now I can buy aluminum hubs if I want to for this stupid thing. As for the rears, I left them alone because while they shake and rattle and roll, I couldn't deal with that shake and rattle and roll, since the fronts do pretty much the same thing. And that's the Kraton arm. I mean, that's with the armor hubs. It still shake, rattle, and roll. But yeah, this thing is pretty damn solid. So for the last 3 years, it had the armor system in it. So what I figured, since I've been pretty much trying to wreck this damn thing, I might as well go in and give it a little bit of oomph and throw the Turox 185 system in there with the yeah, from the Corrali. Yeah, this system is just balls to the wall, way too much for this stupid truck. And not only that, but this thing weighs about as much as a buggy anyway. Yeah, I don't have too many ridiculous upgrades in it to wear it down. And that center tower brace is freaking Menards aluminum anyway, so this thing actually weighs about 10 pounds with the battery in it. Batteries, yeah, it's running on 6S. So yeah, and I got the Corrales system in it too, since I pretty much just don't use them that much. So yeah, and since it's hot as fuck out here, I might as well went on and put some fans on it. So yeah, this thing has the Corrales system in it now, so with a 15-tooth pinion on 6S, that's probably gonna touch something up. Okay, what else? Yeah, weaknesses. Yeah, the rear hinge pin hole, there's a ridiculous weakness on this truck. That thing is garbage. So I found an aluminum one that came off her bow truck, and the servo saver is also complete garbage, but the Arma servo saver is also a 100% bolt-on. Oh my god, I don't believe it. So yeah, the system in this truck, along with the add-ons, definitely cost way more than the truck itself. But I've been riding this thing around with an Arma system in it, so it is what it is. So the cheapest 1/10, 1/8 scale, whatever it is, with the best RTR system in it. So let's see how this thing goes. Yeah, it's probably gonna rip the truck up, but I don't care. Let's go on and make some noise with it. Come on, get in there. Oh yeah, that's some loud sounds. Definitely loud fans. And obviously I gotta throw my Kraton body on it. Oh boy. Yeah, it's definitely getting hot out here. It's been rising 5 degrees every hour. I think the low for today was 80. Yeah, that's long gone. So in about an hour or so, it's gonna be 100 out here. So let's go on and get this thing running. Love how responsive the system is just on low trigger. Oh yeah, and the only thing that's not Corrales in here is that 25 kilogram Amazon special servo, which is not the quickest servo on earth, but it's definitely good enough for this thing. Oh yeah, that's glorious. And I definitely don't want to be wheeling this truck too much, because that center diff will bake. And when it bakes, it's crappy ZD racing. Yeah, the center diff in this thing is the ZD racing. So yeah, it's not the aluminum one yet, so it'll bake and it'll cook itself and it'll get over 200 degrees and it'll melt. Junk will be junk. Well, at least they mow my field over here, so. And it's a 15-tooth pinion in this thing, so it's still my thermal. I mean, it is definitely hotter than hell out here, so. Oh yes, this thing is quick. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh god, I'm gonna have to gear this thing down. Yeah, this is sick. This is like I can't even get it up to half throttle. Not even close to half throttle. Look at that craziness. And that was a quarter throttle sitting up here bunny hopping on the broken ass sidewalk. What am I gonna do? Well, at least the Corelli has some range. And I usually don't take this truck out here in weather like this because the arms are yellow. Well, this truck really shines just when it's cold out. Because when cold weather, snap an arm like nothing. This arm, the arms that's on this truck, it'd be like bump it. You literally cannot break these arms. And yeah, this thermal already with those loud ass fans. So yeah, I usually don't run and stuff like this. It's just too hot, too much, especially on a system like this. And then it's not the weather itself, it's that the crap that's all in this yard is clipping from a giant ass lawnmower, and they get stuck over the fan. And when that happens, you get no air on your ESC. Look at that shit. And that's why the thermal. So, shit. Those cripples. And that kind of crap happens no matter what. Even if you have a mesh cover over your fan, it'll still do that shit. And yeah, if it's covered like that, you can forget about your trucks running around in heat like this. That'll just say no and thermal on you, and oh my god, that's hot. That's hot. Whew. I'm not even touching, I'm just trying to hit the button. Oh boy. So yeah, let's get out of the grass. Let's get out of the grass. Maybe it can. This thing is a Thundercat. Oh yeah. Well, not all the sidewalks around here have no curbs. Come. Oh yeah, this thing is nutty on success. With these backflip LPs. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a perfect tire. Oh yeah, and another thing is that this is kind of obvious, but the worst thing you can do for your truck is not actually running it straight out. I mean, that's pretty bad on the batteries, running it straight out all the time. But the worst thing you can do for the ESC is these half-ass trigger pulls that act like you're just trying to get a feel for the truck. Because that's where your voltage regulations, MOSFETs, that's where they start to really have to work. Especially in weather like this. That's the shit in your ESC that's getting hot anyway. That's the shit in the ESC that actually needs the cooling. So yeah, and it's still thermal. And that's with the fans. So yeah, it's just a little overgeared, that's all. Especially for weather like this. I mean, that's a 16-tooth pinion. Probably want to keep it around 12, 13 tops for 100-degree heat. And this is the Midwest heat where there's just a little bit of humidity in it. Okay, that was my camera. That was my GoPro saying it's too hot. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here before everything starts to catch on fire, which isn't good. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm just going to go on and cut it out and get these things under some non-AC where they can, you know, not burn themselves to death. Stupid ass Kraton. And it's still thermal, yay, and it's been sitting up here. Well, it is what? Ambient is 98, yay. And I'm sitting up here baking in the sun. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that and try to get these things back to the house. Yeah, poor thing.